right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mass Music Radio. I am joined in the studio once again by the mass music medium, Alex Saar. Dun dun dun. Alex, how you doing?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you so much for having me on again.
Yeah, thank you for coming. We're back in the new studio. This is the new Mass Music Radio headquarters, and it's a blessing. It's a very big blessing. Since the last time you were here, obviously a lot has changed. I saw you were on TV recently.
Yes.
How was that?
It was very, very different for me, but it was very exciting, and I got a chance to just share a little bit more about how I work to other people. And the world is able to see evidence of what you can experience from a medium from people that, I don't want to say are skeptics, but people that have never seen a medium or talked to a medium
Right.
before.
And so you're on CW, right? That's a big deal right there.
Yes, and it's all because I believed in myself, and just that one statement right there, they're actually inviting me back on this July to
Ooh.
come on, and
Ooh,
yeah, I don't even know what they have planned for me. I'm like, don't even tell me.
that's awesome.
I'd rather not
That is
know.
awesome. Wow, that's incredible. I want to make a quick announcement as well. We will be taking calls probably around like 7:30-ish. So hold your calls. I know our request line has been blowing up, so appreciate y'all. We'll get the session in, don't worry. But I wanted to talk today a little bit about business, because as an entrepreneur, as you own your own business, I have my own radio station. There's a lot that goes into owning your own business and embodying the lifestyle of an entrepreneur. And I want to get sort of your take on that.
Yes, and I'll have to say right before I even get into that, how proud I am of you with this studio. It looks so amazing. I
Wow.
love it. It makes me so happy when I come in here. The vibes are great, guys. It's exactly what you can see on
Yeah,
there.
I appreciate that. It's come a long way. I mean, every day I come in here, I try to just, do a little something renovation-wise, and, I try to make it as comfortable as possible. And, it's been a long time coming, but, our mission with the station is to make it a community. And, it's been a blessing. So...
Yes, it's beautiful to be a part of that and just be a part of growth. It's something I love, and especially when you're an entrepreneur, it feels really good to see someone else in that sort of field to grow. It's really, really nice, and the lifestyle of an entrepreneur is something that I wasn't expecting a few years ago. It just kind of fell in my lap because I found my passion. And I know we were actually just discussing before we even got on the show that you feel so aligned here because you found your passion.
Yeah, honestly, when you're working towards your purpose, I think things become a lot easier, and it's a lot easier to maneuver, and I think things just, they come to you, and it's kind of hard to find your purpose too. I mean, it's not like it's one day, I woke up and was like, I want to do radio, I want to, be in the music industry. No, it takes years of, trying this and trying that, and ultimately realizing like what makes you happy. And I'm very blessed that I found this. I mean, I've done everything from radio engineering, music production, audio engineering, artist management, obviously doing my own radio show. But I think that having a station where I can foster other people to do creative things on the radio and showcase their work, that's kind of what really drives me, because I see like there's a few new DJs that are on our station that I've seen them from like day one when they started, never touched a controller in their life, the turntables, and to see where they're at now, it's such a cool thing, and it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, but I'm proud of those guys, and it's very inspiring.
It's very inspiring for me to see not only that, but just see the leadership that you're just talking about right now. Because, and I was just actually mentioning this too, and thinking about it a lot, like what leadership really means. It's not, being the big bad manager.
Right.
It's what you can do for other people and being a part of their growth and just providing materials and tools and just sharing resources. That's actually a really great form of empowerment and a big part of not only entrepreneurship, but just life itself. Like life,
Definitely.
it's not meant to be greedy.
No, not at all. That's facts. And
Yeah.
I think you're right. I mean, where I stand is like I really think you have to have a strong team. And I know you mentioned a little while ago about maybe on the next session having your mentor come in. I think that's beautiful because like having a mentor and having a strong team of supporters around you is critical. You know, to move forward, whether it's an artistic endeavor, whether it's a business that you're starting, it's everything. You know, even if it's that one person, like that's all you need is someone telling you, hey, you're moving in the right direction, keep going. And I think that would be great to have your mentor on here. That'd be awesome.
Absolutely. It's all about that support, and community is where the growth happens. No matter where you are, I feel like some people feel maybe that they work better if they're by themselves. Yes, but everyone needs help at some point, and when you have someone to kind of to lean on, especially in this field, being an entrepreneur, it means the world. And before I actually found a community of like-minded individuals, it was a little lonely for me. I thought that I had to do all the work myself.
Right.
I'm not saying I felt like I had to compete, but I was afraid and had a fear that other people wanted to compete.
Yeah.
And then about a year and a half ago, I decided, hey, I'm going to broaden my horizons. I'm going to look for other mediums. And okay, I found community. And guess what? Like, the fear kind of dissipated. Like, everyone is supportive, and we all help each other. We share resources.
Yeah.
I feel like that's really important.
That's beautiful, yeah. I mean, connecting with another person in your field can be scary, like you said. Like, you're doing similar, if not the same, type of work, and so as like an independent business, like you are your own business, it can be kind of scary. You know what I mean? But I've learned, at least like in the radio podcast game, you're doing different stuff, but you're not necessarily competing. Like, it's not a competition, I guess. Like, competing with yourself is the biggest thing. Like, how hard are you going to push yourself to get where you want to go? It's not necessarily a race where you're looking, which side they're moving. Somebody's a little bit ahead of you, someone's a little bit behind you. No, you got to stay focused on your task. And I think when you're focused on what you have to do, you can excel. You can absolutely excel. But it takes a while. Like you said, it takes a while to get there. And it seems like you're right in a good space.
Thank you. It's definitely taken a while to get here, though, because, I mean, I used to let, my ego really get in the way. Not saying I was all about ego, but ego in the sense of fear about competition. And now that that's gone, it's such a really nice feeling. And I do have to ask, so especially from this type of standpoint and just having your own business and, running mass music radio, is there any challenges you would say that you went through when it came to just really taking the full plunge?
Oh, 100%. After I graduated, I went to UMass Amherst, graduated last May. And, I had this idea for the radio station. I had already been working on it since January. But, when you graduate, oftentimes you go to any sort of event. Could be, family party, cookout, whatever it is. Oh, so what are you doing? Where are you working? Any leads or whatever. And, I had this in the background. I was driving for Lyft at the time, but, to actually go both feet in, it's a scary, scary thing. And I think for a long time, for me at least, making people like out there on the internet and stuff realize, but more importantly, like my family, my mother, most likely, making them realize that like this is a legit thing that I'm doing, and I see my future in this business. And I think it really took till right around now. I mean, I'm still struggling with it, but the fact that I have my own studio, I actually have a community around us. I mean, I look around, and on any given day, any given week, there's a ton of different people that are coming by, and they're experiencing the studio. I mean, we have artists recording right next door. Like, I'm in a very creative zone, and I love what I do, and I feel like, I'm a young guy too, and to have the opportunity to do what I love, it's a blessing. I keep saying it, but it really is, because I have a lot of people in my life that I've either met or I've known for my entire life that they're not necessarily happy doing what they do, and I do feel for them. Like I feel for them because I've been there, but like you said, it's a risk. Like, you have to just kind of just go for it. And I got to the point where I'm like, there's no plan B. Because if you have the plan B, you're always going to be, oh, well, if this doesn't work out, I'll go do something else. Well, you should have a backup plan, or at least like some steps ahead of you that are planned out in case things don't work. But your plan A should be everything. At least that's what I've learned. And I set a goal for this year, and we're working towards it. And we only launched 10 months ago. So last August we launched the station in this very building, and now I have an entire studio of my own here. So in less than a year, 10 months, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah. It's very impressive. It's very impressive how everything's growing so organically too, and that's the best way to do it. It feels even more better when you're just really working for everything, and I can totally relate with that, with just kind of like getting people in the family on board with stuff. I went full time with this about like 7 months ago, and it was a little bit of a scary time in my life because, I don't want to say my families are skeptics, but they're a little worried, okay, is it going to be unstable? Are you not going to be able to afford everything? And I'll say I couldn't even answer their question, but I just knew I cannot work at Goodwill anymore because it's not where I belong.
Right.
And I'm not telling people to go out there and quit your job. I'm just saying.
No, please don't. Please don't. Do your thing.
I'm the type of person that I cannot be somewhere if I'm not happy. I only like to do what feels good. So I left my job, and I just had that one little thing of just believing in myself and just clinging on to the hope that, okay, this is going to happen. I am so abundant, and I believe in myself. And that's all I've really needed to just carry myself through.
Right.
Just believing in yourself. That's all you need.
Self-belief is critical, because unless you believe in yourself, how do you expect people to believe in you?
Right, and I'm not going to get all esoteric on us right here, but from a spiritual standpoint, if you believe it and you feel it, you will achieve it. Whatever you're putting out there, all those good thoughts, all those being thankful and being grateful, that's totally acknowledged with just, I'm going to say the universe and law of attraction, and what you put out, you'll always get back.
100%. I believe that.
Yeah, always.
They say karma, you know what I mean? It's a little deeper than karma, but, I believe that. What goes around comes around, and my Nana always says, I don't believe in that, because there's people that have done her wrong that, they're doing all right, but it's I honestly believe in that, because if you're putting good energy out, yeah, it's not going to be always good, but for the majority of the time, it will be pretty good, and blessings will come to you when you give blessings.
Right, and for the most time, when you're struggling, I don't even like to say the word struggle. I like to say opportunity to achieve more growth.
Right.
With whatever it is, it's a lesson. It's okay. What is this teaching me? What is this business struggle teaching me?
Right.
That's the best thing that I can really, that's the best way I can really explain that.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say there's still struggles. Being an entrepreneur, every single day there's something that you got to fine-tune and work on. But
what would you say, the biggest hurdle that you jumped over and realized, oh, I'm really making moves? Could you pinpoint a moment? Maybe it was the CW thing. I don't know. Is there anything that you're like, wow, you know what? I'm gonna do my thing and do this full time.
Let's see. I would have to say probably 7 months ago. I was doing my thing. I was doing my gallery events, and I was, getting a steady amount of clientele, and I just realized, okay, I'm working for a corporation where it's not leadership, and I have a lot of values when it comes to leadership and really equality. So that was the point where I was just I just kind of left everything and went. And basically the moment I really started to be okay, this is real, is when I was on the CW a month ago.
Wow.
It's basically evidence right there that if you trust yourself, anything can happen. Just trust yourself. Everything's going to be okay. It may be a little bit scary, but actually, what's funny? Fear, if you're not a little nervous before you get up to do, say, a live DJ session, anything, if you're not a little nervous, you shouldn't be doing it.
Right. It's
okay?
You gotta check your pulse. Is there something, is there a heartbeat in there? Because even when I go live, I feel you. It's no matter what, I mean, I've done it a million times, but as soon as I'm all right, we're live on the air, I see people are tuning in, it's you get the butterflies. And then, obviously, you smooth things over, but I feel you. If you're not excited about what you're doing, you probably should look for something else.
Right. Yep, absolutely. Like, that's why every single time I get nervous before I do my events, I'm like, okay, good, perfect. I'm still getting nervous.
Yeah.
I want that feeling every single time. It's just self-empowering. It's empowering to, to feel that way, in my opinion,
Oh,
to feel
definitely,
nervous in a
definitely.
weird way.
I mean, when you, like I say, when you step out of your comfort zone, that's exactly when you grow, and like you can't progress unless you're growing,
Right.
right?
And it's funny. I actually was talking to my mentor Nicole Stevens the other day, and it's like she's always constantly teaching me something great that I'm grateful for. So I'd love to share this with you guys
Mm-hmm.
too. And I'm someone who's all about setting my goals and going after them every single day. And as well as that, saying things that I'm grateful for. And the past few days, I was a little nervous about some things that are kind of taken off.
Yeah.
And she was just like, okay, well, why don't you sit there for 2 or 3 minutes and think about your why. Think about things that make you happy in your
Mm-hmm.
business, when things are going really good. Think about all that stuff and just feel it. Just feel it. I even timed myself for 3 minutes. I do it every single day now. Everything I'm grateful for, the impact I'm able to make on people. I think about that, and then it kind of gets you back into the space of just feeling like, okay, my day's gonna go great. I got this.
Yeah.
You
That's
know?
beautiful. I feel like it all ties back to like your purpose, you know?
Right.
Because like you found your purpose and why you're helping people at the end of the day. And Seamus interviewed me yesterday for one of his projects, and he was asking, what are the four sort of like pillars of business that you, or like as an entrepreneur, like what do you think the four main aspects of business? The first thing I said was like why? Like why are you doing what you're doing? Are you serving yourself? Are you serving other people? Are you serving another business? Like what is it that you're doing and why? And once you figure that out, you can move forward. But if you're just doing something just to do it, it doesn't make any sense. So that's the hardest part. But once you figure that out, it's easy. You just got to keep going.
Going over your why and thinking
Mm-hmm.
about it every single day. And I just love, though, and I'll go back to it a little bit again, the fact that everything's so organic with you, and like you
Mm-hmm.
guys aren't trying to fit into the basic molds of how a radio station should be. And I think that's the best way to grow and expand, because it's coming from the heart.
Mm-hmm.
And when things come from the heart, that's when things really take off. If you're doing things from an egotistical way, or you're not being heart centered, that's going to come back, in my opinion, karma.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not going to work out. It may work for a little bit,
Yeah.
but it won't carry you
It's no long
through.
term. You can't expect it to work long term. You have to have your heart in the right place.
Right. And see, I guess like even from different businesses, it all makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Not only from that, but just in day-to-day life. I feel like that can make sense for every single person, whatever situation you're going through.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely. Definitely. So, what is on the horizon? What do you have coming up? Anything special?
So I have a few. I'm not going to be announcing them yet, but I have a few upcoming TV interviews, and I'm really excited just to share a little bit more about myself with the world.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, but just the fact that I just get to appreciate that I'm following the whole belief that I believe in myself. I'm not just saying it, I'm actually doing what I believe in.
Right.
And I'm trusting myself. And that's just like literally an exciting journey itself. So
yeah, it's a hard thing to do, but like you said, self-belief is everything. It's everything. With that being said, what would you like to see happen by the end of the year? Any milestones you want to hit?
I would love to travel the world and bring more exposure to how emotionally healing seeing a medium can be. I just love to help people,
Mm-hmm.
but also it's the Sagittarius in me. I love to I love to travel.
Of course.
So I'm most likely going to be doing a lot of traveling as well, and just my main goal to help as many people as I can and just work together. I love to work together with people as well. It's fun.
Definitely. That's amazing.
Yes. What are
Working
your
together, teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes. Now, what are your plans? How do you see your next year going?
Oh man. Well, my next year, I can't even plan out next week because everything changes on like a daily basis. But ideally, by the end of the year, I would like to make the station like monetize it, because there's a lot of overhead. We put a lot of money into like the production, into the studio, so we're started selling T-shirts. We're looking at doing. If you can see the cameras can't see, but we have a big wall on the back half, the east half of our studio, and they're all bricks. The big cement blocks, and we started doing this thing. It's like a sponsored thing, so each block is gonna have a different sponsor, and we're thinking, $25, nothing crazy, but if we're able to have all of those bricks sponsored, it will fund the station for another year. Like just to have the stream running. Obviously, there's other costs, studio costs, all that stuff, but a little something to help, and that's something that's like one of our DJs came up with that. He's like, we can't really hang stuff on the wall. I mean, we have thumbtacks all over the place, posters, but on the cement you can't do anything. And he had this genius idea, so that's one way we're gonna start, hopefully generating some revenue. But also just like reaching out to local businesses, because we can do ads on the station, and I want to keep it local mainly. I don't really like to do corporate ads. Even the ads that I've done so far, I put my own flair to it. I have some music in the background. It's light, it's fun, and I try to just keep things moving along. And I really want to get into a little bit of artist promotion, like helping promote shows, because it's summertime. I mean, even this weekend, I'm going to a show after this at 9 o'clock. So, like, there's a show tonight, there's a show on Friday, there's a show Saturday, there's 2 shows on Sunday. So it's like, it's picking up, and I want to be able to help promote and make people aware of all the cool stuff that's happening in Boston, because it's happening fast. And, expanding the team is always something that we're looking to do. I mentioned earlier that we're trying to make it into a community. So this Thursday, we're going to have one of our DJs spinning live on the air. And then, we've invited a few of his friends to come through and just kind of vibe with us. I'm going to have some food, some pizza, some drinks here, just to, foster like a good time, listen to good music, and, just vibe with us. And it's a safe place where you can, share your creative ideas, and even just being in the building. I mean, we have 2 engineers that work in our recording studio, so there's always a lot of creative energy here. This place is awesome. I'll do a quick plug from Self-Made Designs. This is the studio we're in. It's amazing. I mean, it's the gym for artists, so whether you're into music or fashion or art, or radio and broadcasting and podcasting, this is the place to do it. And it's amazing. I'm very happy to be here, and I think that this year we have a lot of work to do, but it's been fun so far, and I think it's only going to get better.
Exactly.
So.
When you do what you love, everything just takes off from there.
Oh, definitely. I agree. We're coming close to the mark here. I just want to make a quick announcement that in about 5 minutes we're going to start taking some calls. So if you'd like to have a session with the mass music medium Alex Saar, you're going to call the request line 617-249-4161. Once again, at 6:30 we're going to start, so you can give us a call, and we're probably going to keep it to 2 or 3 minutes each, because we want to be able to get as many people as possible. So a few minutes with each caller, and then we'll wrap things up, and we'll do a quick plug at the end. So in case you called and you weren't able to get through, we'll have a way where you can reach out to Alex directly, find out when her next session is, or if you'd like to book a private session, we'll make sure that information is conveyed. So definitely stay tuned. I mean, we got 5 minutes, so we could take a quick commercial break, and stay tuned. right, we are back on the air. Dun dun dun. Dun. So we're gonna open up the request line to some calls. If you guys want to call in, the number is 617-249-4161. That is 617-249-4161. So, give us a call if you'd like to speak to Alex Saar, the mass music medium, and we'll get this thing rolling. Hope everybody's out there is having a wonderful evening. I know we are. It's early, 7:30 on a Tuesday night, and we have our first caller from Boston. I hope it's not one of those robocalls. They've been calling me all week.
Scam now.
Scam likely. Hello, Lynn. This is Shlomo. You are now live on Mass Music Radio. How are you doing?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Lynn, where are you from?
I'm from Dorchester.
Dorchester. Hey, that's where my Nana is from. Shout out to Dorchester one time.
Shout out to Dorchester.
Hey, so you are live with Alex.
Hi, Lynn. How's it going?
Hi, Alex. How you doing?
Good. You have a lot of female loved ones around you right now. I'll just have to say that right away. And the first, it feels like, wow, she feels not like your mother, but it feels like you guys are almost like cousins in a sense, and you stayed over a lot. It feels like you would stay over there quite a few days a week, and I'm getting an E-name with her. She's happy.
That would be my aunt.
Okay, yeah. She's really happy that you're keeping a few photos close to you right now because she knows you really need it and she wants you to still keep on to that and keep it for as long as you can, and she doesn't want you to rush anything. Okay?
Yep.
Especially with your growth right now, okay? Because she just keeps on saying, she's growing. And now you just found a feather recently?
I did, yes.
Okay, so she's just acknowledging the feather too, and when they do that, it tends to be like a sign from them. So that's just her way of just acknowledging that she's present with you.
Wow. Pretty amazing.
Yeah, well, she's just filled with so much unconditional love and support, and it feels like she's saying it's okay if you can't go in and save a certain animal because she knows that you've recently been thinking about an animal and you're wondering how they are and you can't really get to them right now, and she just wants you to give them support even though you can't really reach them. Okay, does that make sense to you?
Total sense.
Yeah. It feels like maybe she's talking about a cat, but I do see a cat actually. Now I see a gray cat, and the cat's just saying hi. Because I tend to get a lot of animals that have passed on, and the cat is just hanging out right next to her, and she wants to know that the cat made it okay.
Awesome. Smokey.
Hey.
Aww.
Shout out to Smokey one time.
Yes.
Yeah, Smokey, yeah.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for calling.
Yes, thank you so much,
No
Lynn.
problem. Thank you so much, Alex. Thank you.
Yes.
Alrighty, have a wonderful night.
All right. You too, thanks. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. Wow, that was amazing.
Yes, I love that. I love signs. I love it when they validate that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Gets
You
me
got
every
the
single
name right off the bat. I was like, oh, man. The feather, too. Like, you saw the feather?
That gets me, yeah.
That's amazing.
Spirit loves to show different signs that they leave. They love it.
All right, we got another caller coming in from Sunbury, Pennsylvania.
Lynn Costa.
Another Lynn.
Success, press 1.
Hello, Lynn. This is Shlomo. You are now live on Mass Music Radio. How are you doing?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm doing good. The last caller was also a Lynn, so
I
gotta-
know. I heard that. I was
Yeah.
just listening to it.
I love it. I was like, is she calling back? But how are you? Everything is good?
Everything is good.
Oh, that's great to hear.
I do have a question.
What's up?
Well, I want to know if I'm moving. If she could answer that.
If you're moving?
If I'm moving to another state.
Oh, so would you like an intuitive question instead of connecting with a loved one? Because I can do that.
Well, I guess either, whichever way you would. Well, I really want to know if I'm moving.
So I'll answer a quick intuitive.
Moving what?
I'll answer quick intuitive, and then it feels like there's a really strong father or grandfather who is really pushing through for you. So before he gets in from an
Okay.
intuitive standpoint, it just feels like just staying in place and just waiting for the results right now, to just keep on waiting. I try not to see too much longer, but I feel like you're going to get the answer in 3 weeks. Okay? And just wait.
Oh, really?
I just feel like just waiting, because it feels like something that you kind of had your eye on is kind of gone now, and just waiting for the results.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. So in like 3 weeks, I should have an answer.
It feels like, yes, you should have an answer in 3 weeks, but it's not going to be from the original thing that you were thinking about.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you so much.
And it feels like,
Appreciate it.
no problem, and it feels like, I'll say really quick, it feels like grandfather is coming through, and he's saying hi, and I'm getting the number 8, and I'm smelling something with cigar smoke or cigarette smoke with him.
So every time I smell cigar smoke, I think of my grandfather. He used to, or not cigar smoke, a pipe. I'm sorry, he used to smoke a pipe. And every time I smell like pipe smoke or something, I know it's him. You know, oh my God. Okay, so he's coming through.
He's happy that you have his book, or it looks like something that he kept for years, and now you have it.
Something that he kept for years, and now I have
It feels like a book. He keeps on showing me a book, like, right next to him right now, and I'm like, okay, I'll mention it.
I don't know of a book.
And I'm also seeing he's showing me photographs. It feels like maybe one just kind of fell out of a place. You're looking in a book, or a photograph just fell out, and it looks like one of those Polaroid photos that just come right out of a camera, but he's showing me a photo. Maybe you just recently saw one. But he's really happy that you found it, because he's saying that you really needed that reminder.
Okay, well, thank you.
Yes. And
Okay.
so much unconditional love and blessings, and you're being very supportive of someone else right now in your family. I don't like to be too vague, but he's also making me feel like I should just say good job.
Okay, maybe my husband. He just had his 2 knees replaced.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay, so just
Yeah,
know there's...
both of them at the same time.
Wow.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Well, thank you so much, Lynn, for
Thank you.
calling.
Yes, thank you, Lynn.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course.
Okay, well, good luck with the rest of the show.
Thank you, I
Alrighty,
appreciate
thank
it.
you. Bye-bye.
All
All right,
bye.
bye-bye. Wow,
Awesome.
double knee replacement. That's got to be tough.
Yeah. Wow. Well, it always feels good to hear from your loved ones, though, and hear that validation.
Yeah, right? Keep up the good work, Lynn. And the first Lynn. Good job.
Yes.
All right, we got Chris on the line. I'm not sure if he's calling in, but if you'd like his spirit read, there goes the voicemail. Well, we'll jump on the next call we get, and I know Chris was very interested. Chris is one of the DJs on the station. He's very spiritual guy, and he wanted to meet you. So I think he's coming here around like 8:30. I don't know if you'll be still here, but yeah, he's very interested. Well, he's calling now. Let's see if Chris wants to hop on the request line. Oh, it is Chris. Hello there, Chris. You are live on Mass Music Radio with Alex. How's your day going?
Oh, wow, it's fantastic. I'm so glad I got through.
Oh, yeah, dude. The request line is off the hook right now, so you're lucky you got to squeeze in right there.
Wow.
Hey, Chris, how's it going?
Hey, it's going pretty good. How are you?
Good. So you have a really strong grandmother around you, okay? And she's still taking the responsibility of being a mom figure to you, even right now. And that's what she's saying. And she just wants you to keep up the hobby that you're doing, because it's just... She just keeps on saying, he's creating. And she's really happy that you fixed a problem that you had. It feels like something tangible that you have. You just finally fixed it, and it was giving you problems for a long time. She's really happy that you fixed that. And she keeps on showing me an image of a car, too. I feel like that might be 2 separate validations.
Right.
She's so impressed with you.
Strong grandma, that's a fact.
What's up with you and camping? Are you and walking in the woods? Do you want to go back out there and walk in the woods? It feels like there's something there, and she's just acknowledging that.
Yeah, for sure. That's wild.
Yeah, it feels like that's where you felt like you got a sign too, and she's just kind of acknowledging that too. Okay, she loves to leave. All loved ones love to leave signs. It feels like she likes to leave you a sign there. And she's also with, it feels like there's a male, and she's with him too, and it feels like he might have been sick before he passed, but she wants you to know that she's with him too.
Oh,
She's really proud of you. She's really proud of you. She just keeps on saying how much you've overcome and how much you've had to grow up, and she's really, really proud of you.
wow, that's amazing.
And now I'm getting the number 3 of significance for you. It could be 3 years, or it could be the month of March, but it feels like it's significant for you too.
3?
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe 333. Always saying that.
Okay, there we go.
Perhaps. I don't know, I got this big thing with like number synchronicity right now. It's just a big thing for me. I don't know. I just keep seeing synchronicities everywhere.
Well, it feels like you're more in the sensitive side with energy, and you're getting pretty more attuned with it because of your level of understanding. So when you're on that path, that's when more number synchronicities start to come because you're becoming more aware of it. So, and that's coming from me. Your grandmother's still here, and just know that she's offering you an immense amount of unconditional love. And I'm really happy that you called today.
I'm really happy I did too. I tried to get through a couple times and I couldn't, but I'm really glad to have been able to experience this phone call with you. Thank you.
Now, I have to say real quick, is there a boxing connection with you?
Boxing?
Yeah. Or gym?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. She's proud of you for that. There's something about that she just made me feel like I should just mention. It's almost like a reminder if you've kind of gotten off track with that and just kind of hyper-focused, which she's proud of you. But she's just giving you a reminder, okay?
Yeah.
Chris, she knows we gotta start hitting the gym again, bro. We've been slacking. That's crazy.
5-mile challenge, man. I thought about calling you today, oddly enough, Shlomo, and asking you to go.
Oh man, I've been feeling good, so hey, maybe this weekend we'll hit the gym.
That's a sign.
It's a sign straight from
Yeah, for
Chris's
sure.
grandmother. I love it.
Yeah, love that, man. Thank you so much for the phone call. I'm not gonna take up a lot of time. I know there might be somebody else who wants to get a call in.
Definitely, bro. Well, I'll see you later this evening, and be safe out there and take it easy.
Yeah. Have a good night.
Thank you, Alex. Appreciate you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, that was amazing. Wow. All right, we got another call coming in. Raleigh, North Carolina.
Ooh. I love North Carolina.
To accept, press 1. To send a voice.
Hello there, this is Shlomo. Did you say your name was Tammy or Pammy?
Tanny, T-A-N-I.
Oh, hello. Well, nice to meet you. And how's your day going?
Going good. I've been really enjoying listening to this.
Oh, thank you. I know last time we had some some technical difficulties, but I'm glad you stuck around and things have definitely smoothed out since the last session.
Yes. Hi, Tammy. How's it going?
Hey, Alex. It's good to hear you. And you guys, I love the banter back and forth. And I love, Alex, that you're taking charge and asking him some questions and not just letting him interview you.
Yes, I love doing collaborative. Collaborative is awesome. So yes, and I recognize that name. I feel like maybe I've seen you at an event before.
I have. It was at Fuquay a couple of weeks ago.
Yep. I was like, I know that name. It sounds familiar. Okay. Now, I'm feeling it feels like a grandmother. I felt like it feels like there's 2 different female energies, but the first one feels like grandmother. And she's talking about your roots, and she's really happy that you found new roots, and you're honoring your old roots with keeping different things around you right now, and she just wants you to just keep on doing that because you know that the people up there, and she's talking about her, are looking after you, and they're very approving of that right now. And she just wants you to keep busy, okay? She just keeps talking about you doing things to keep busy. She keeps on saying she needs to take her mind off something, and she's kind of confirming that new idea that you have to kind of keep your mind off of things right now too. Okay, does that make sense?
A little bit, yeah.
I keep on smelling her cooking, okay? And I keep on feeling like I should just mention that right now too. It feels like she really loved to do that for you. And I'm seeing now you have one of her big crock pots, or you have one of her like big pots or pans, because she keeps on showing that, and she's really happy that you're using something of hers a lot.
Okay. My mom was really the one that loved to cook. I really didn't know my grandmothers. They died before I was born.
Okay, I feel like they're both coming in at the same time for you right now. I kind of see them both. They're both just like standing right next to each other. And
That would be awesome.
she's showing me a photograph of, it looks like you're at the pool, and it looks like you're with your mother, and your mother's like right behind you, and you're standing there. It looks like you're a younger girl, but she just keeps on showing me that photograph. She's just talking about your trips that you guys went on, and she just keeps on telling me to talk to you about that right now. And it feels like maybe you just looked at that recently, or you just looked at photos from a recent trip, but she just kind of wants you to just go back and just like look at those photos.
I actually just got back from a trip.
Oh, there we go.
Where'd you go?
I was in Aruba.
Oh.
That sounds very nice.
Aruba. That's awesome.
Yep, and it was weird because we had these birds hanging out by us constantly. And I went with my niece, and she had messaged her mom, and her mom had a sign from my mom, and she thought maybe it was these birds.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
Well, I can definitely confirm for you 100% it most likely was your mom, because it's so easy for them to leave signs, and they love to do it.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
absolutely.
I believe in my signs.
100%.
Yes.
I feel you on that.
Yep, absolutely. And now I'm going to leave you with all of her unconditional love and blessings. And thank you so much, Tammy, for calling. I really appreciate it.
Yes, thanks, Alex. I caught your little live video before, so I knew to try to call in. So you guys are doing a great job, so thank you.
Hey, appreciate that. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you.
Thanks, you too.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All
Very
right.
cool.
Yes.
Went straight to Aruba.
I
This
would like
one,
to go to Aruba.
No caller ID. Could be that scam likely that I was talking about earlier. I'll take it. I'll take the call. Let's see.
Yeah.
Cat? Sometimes hard to hear. Hello there. You are live on Mass Music Radio. What did you say your name was?
Jess.
Jess?
Yes.
Oh.
Like Jessica.
Hello. Nice to hear from you. Sorry. Sometimes when the automated system comes in, it's kind of hard to hear. So, how are you? How's everything going?
I'm all right. How are you?
Doing good, doing great. Starting the week off right, and I'm really enjoying this session. Alex is in here, and we've just been having a lot of fun.
Yes.
Fun hearing, too.
Hey.
Awesome. How's it going, Jessica?
Good. How are you, Alex?
Good. So I feel there's like 3 loved ones that all are really excited and all want to chat with you right now. But there's one. It feels like it's grandmother, and she's really excitedly showing me all of her glasses right now, and it looks like she loved the color purple. But she's just showing me all of like these bright colors and just waving hi to you.
Oh.
Now you took care of her. You spent a great lot of time helping her as she kind of was transitioning. That's kind of like what she's making me feel like I should just say to you. And there's just a lot of thanks, and she feels like she wishes she could have given you a little bit more. Okay, but she is really happy. I keep on getting reference to a necklace, or it looks like a necklace set. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, what?
A necklace set.
Oh.
Okay. There's just a lot of reference to that, and she just keeps on saying she wishes she could have given you more. And I'm also getting like a C, something with like a C as well. It could be a name, it could be a location, but she is also referring to that as well.
Okay.
Now, this is your first time hearing from her. Does that make sense? Or you haven't really have been able to get a reading before?
I had a reading before, but I'm not sure it was connected with, like, certain loved ones.
Yeah, because she's making me feel like you haven't heard from her. She's like, yeah, she's like, this is totally new. But she just wants you to keep it up right now because she knows that right now you're out of your element. And you're still working your butt off. You always have worked your butt off. And she's really happy that she just keeps on saying to keep checking up on him, okay? Keep on doing your thing and just keep on checking up on him.
Oh, okay.
All right? And there's just so much unconditional love because you know that's what she would have wanted, especially when it comes to checking up on this loved one. She just keeps on saying for you, no judgment needed. No judgment needed. You're getting it done, all right? And just know that you have her support and she's by your side, okay? And she's also saying you don't have to say a word, but you're just doing it.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, thank you so much for calling tonight.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'll keep listening. Thanks.
Alrighty, have a
Thank
good
you.
one.
You too. Take care.
Alright, bye-bye. Very nice, very sweet. Keep, like Nike said, just do it. Just keep going, keep doing your thing.
Yes.
We got a call coming in from one of my favorite neighborhoods, Brockton.
Oh, here we
Let's
go.
see. Hello, Karen. This is Shlomo, and you are live on Mass Music Radio. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good, doing great, enjoying the evening, and it's been fun. Have you been tuning in the whole time?
Yes.
Oh, very.
I've been trying to call.
Well, I'm thankful that we got you on the air. It's been my phone has been blowing up, but I'm thankful you're here, and Alex is very thankful you're here as well.
Yes. How's it going, Karen? Hi.
Good, Alex. How are you?
I'm awesome, and I feel a really strong grandmother connection with you, and I smell her perfume. Like her perfume is really strong. I just feel like I just have to say that like right off the bat.
Okay.
And she just keeps on giving you relief, and she's happy that you're finding relief right now, and you don't have to do it all. She's saying. Okay, does that make sense? Because she's not budging until I say that to you.
Yeah, it does make sense.
She's like, you're not in control of it anymore, and that's okay. She's not in control of anything anymore either, and that's okay. And she's just talking about distance and just separation has just made your life completely better, and she's just so proud of you for just getting into this new space. You can just have peace of mind. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a photograph of her, and it just looks like a headshot, and it just looks like she's smiling, and she just keeps on like handing you that photo. Now you have the photo was it the one that was put on the prayer card? You have that one close to you?
I have a photo of her sitting in her rocking chair.
Okay, it must be one that you keep close to you. Were you just looking at it recently? Because
It's right on the wall. Yes.
Okay, yeah. So
I have it right on the wall.
and she doesn't want you to feel like you're having difficulty with receiving signs from her. She just wants you to be more open. It feels like she knows that you're bringing stuff in your place her stuff to kind of try and connect with her, but she just wants you to just allow yourself to be a little bit more open with signs too. It feels like she really wants to give you some more. Does that make sense?
Yep, it does. Yeah.
She's happy you're taking a break on trying to fix something in the house too. It doesn't feel like it's that bad, as you think.
It feels like it's bad.
Don't worry, don't stress it.
Yeah, she's not going into detail, okay? She's not worried either, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to leave you
Good.
all of her unconditional love and blessings, and I'm really happy you were able to call tonight.
Me too. I'm glad I got through. Thanks, Alex.
You're welcome.
Alrighty, thank you. Take care and have a wonderful evening.
You too. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, that was very sweet.
Yes.
I love when like it comes through like that, and it's just like, don't worry, like you're stressing too much. Like that's such a message that I think people need to hear sometimes. And when it comes from loved ones, it makes it even more special, you know?
Exactly. I love when another medium reads me because I can't connect with my family like that. So when they do, it's and they give me that support. Like, it's okay. Like, I'm right there with you. I'm like, oh, thanks.
That's amazing.
It means a lot.
We got about 5 minutes left. Did you want to take any more calls, or you want to sort of decompress?
Yeah, we got about 5 minutes left, and wow, thank you guys for calling. That was great. Some great validations there.
Yeah, this was awesome. I'm glad Chris too, because he's a very spiritual guy. It's funny because like I know pretty much everything behind the scenes, but you don't know Chris at all. And to hear that whole interaction was amazing. It's a beautiful thing, and I'm sure like if he comes by the time you get here, like he wants to meet you, and I'm sure he'll have more questions and stuff. But wow, that was it gave me the chills, and I almost teared up because like I know how much his grandmother meant to him, and to hear her come through and like be able to communicate that, like that was a beautiful moment. Like I don't think you realize how beautiful that was. And obviously like when I do this, we get random callers, but like when it's somebody I know, it kind of just made everything come full circle. That's why like I love that we're doing this.
Yeah. It's really nice, and it makes me so happy too. Like that's probably a moment when I say I sit and I write my whys and what makes me really happy. That's probably going to be what I'm going to write tomorrow. Like I was able, make an impact on someone.
Yeah,
make someone happy.
Wow. It's
so
heavy
nice.
stuff.
It is.
So we got time for maybe one to two more calls if anybody wants to get a little session going. Maybe one more call because we got 3 minutes left, and I know the request line's been it's been blowing up all night. But I'm glad. I mean, some of these people they've been waiting, they've been itching. So last night I was like, "Oh, how was your night?" She's like, "I'm just glad I got through." I was like, "Oh, word."
Yes.
But no, it's been great. I mean, I've been having a lot of fun, and we got to do this more often. Maybe like once a month might not be too much.
Absolutely. I feel like that's a perfect amount because it gives people the opportunity who maybe aren't able to make it to one of my gallery events, or maybe aren't able to schedule a session. Hey, you can come on here and we can connect this way. It's not impossible to hear from your loved ones. It's not impossible to learn more about how you can connect and develop a relationship with them.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of the internet. We're talking about getting these cameras set up. I mean, we had the audio stuff down, but then it was once, people wanted to see us. And so, we got the cameras. And with that being said, we have one last call. Let's do it.
Linda?
Hello, Linda. This is Shlomo, and you are now live on Mass Music Radio. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good, doing great. Just about to wrap things up, so I'm happy we got one more call in here.
Hey, Linda. How's it going?
Hi, Alex. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
Wow. So you have a really strong grandmother around you. And it feels like she's saying she has such a strong personality. Oh my gosh, she's just completely taken over. She's like, stop talking. Okay. She's saying that you maybe weren't expecting her to come through, but she's using her voice fully right now, and she definitely does have a lot to say. Maybe if...
I'm sure.
Yeah. She's like, oh yeah, she knows. She's like, I'm telling her. And she wants you to know. She knows that there's certain things that have happened these past, it feels like 2 years, where you're wondering if she would have been... I try to have no filter, but she's kind of using her language in a way that you would know. She just wants you to know that she's not upset with anything that's happened. She's just happy that you're okay and you're just doing well and you're doing the best that you can, and you're just making yourself happy. That's like all she wants for you, okay? And she just keeps on showing me this heart, and it looks like a gold container. I'm not sure if that's something you have, or it could be just symbolic for her love for you.
Okay.
Now, she was big into religion, huh? Would that make sense?
She was, yep.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense, because I'm seeing, like, in the heart, it looks like that bread that you get at communion. She's just kind of, like, opening it up and showing me that, and that must be just symbolic for religion.
Yeah.
You made her so comfortable. She just wants you to make... She wasn't able to voice her opinion as much as she wanted to, she's saying, but she's like, oh, yeah. She's, like, full air circulating throughout her lungs. She's completely Clarence, she just wants you to know she is so okay. And she just, I just love her energy and everything that she has to her. Now, did you lose a dog recently?
Do we have a dog? Is that
Did
what you
you-
said? Oh, lose a dog.
Yes. Did you lose a dog maybe like within the past few years, like a mid-size, like petite dog?
No, we have a dog, but he had an operation, but he's fine now.
It feels like she's with a dog that's passed. You could just be floating and saying hi, but I don't want to. Would that make sense?
Yeah, not recently, but yes.
Yeah, well, she's with him. It feels like they have a better relationship right now, too. She's thanking you. She's thanking you for just keeping things the way she would have wanted them, especially with her house, and not changing things around too much, because it feels like she was resistant to change and you respected that, and she's just thanking you for how much you've continued to respect that.
Okay.
Now, you have a photograph you were just looking at recently of, it looks like a white shed, and it looks like a driveway with like a, almost, I want to say like an older, I don't want to say Oldsmobile, but an older looking car in the driveway.
Yeah.
Okay, she's just acknowledging that photo right now, too. It feels like there's a lot of like sentimental value towards that. Was that her first house?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. It feels like she's still getting all giddy and happy just like thinking about that right now. Does she smoke cigarettes?
Yes, she did. Yeah.
Okay, because I'm seeing the cigarette. She's smoking a cigarette or two right now. She's saying she's breaking the rules and she's laughing.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah. Yeah.
She's making me laugh. I love her energy.
Oh.
Now, there's something you have, and I'll say this, there's something you have near the fireplace that's hers, or something symbolic to that.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. She's really happy about that. She
Uh-oh.
just keeps on saying, like, thank you, dear, thank you, dear. It feels like there's something you have that was hidden for a long time, and you just have it. And it feels like if you didn't have it, it would have been thrown away. Okay? And she's really happy that you have
Yep.
it.
Oh.
All right? So I'm going to leave you with all of her unconditional love and blessings, and I'm so happy you called tonight.
Thank you. Thanks, Alex.
You're
All right,
welcome.
thank
Have
you
a good
so
night.
much.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good night, guys.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, wow. That was amazing.
That was awesome.
Damn.
The last call of the night. I love it. I
Yeah.
love the viewers that come on here. I know most of you guys are not newbies, but if you are, you can just see evidence and the impact that people get when they're able to hear from their loved ones. It's really cool, and that's why I love to do this. You know what I'm saying? You're able to sit here and
Yeah.
you're able to just see the impact.
It's a beautiful thing. I'm so thankful that we started this. I say it every episode, but like, I'm so thankful we did this, and this was more like reassurance than anything. So this
Absolutely.
is awesome. So for the people that maybe they called in and they weren't able to get through, how would they book a session with you? Could you go on your website? I want to do like a quick plug for you.
Yes, so I do have a website, guys. It's Alex, SAAR, medium.com. You can book a session on there, or you could go on my Facebook page, Alex Saar. I always have to say SAAR, Spirit, Medium, and Intuitive. There you can private message me, and you can book a session. I do group sessions, and I have a lot of local upcoming events. And if you guys aren't already on my Facebook page, I do a lot of live videos, and every once in a while I'll offer a few free mini reading sessions. So got a lot of cool stuff on there. I also have an email. It's spiritmediumalex@gmail.com. So those are all the wonderful ways that you can reach me.
All right, and in case you forget, you go on massmusicradio.com, send us a message. We will put you guys in touch, connect the dots. And Alex, I just want to say thank you again for coming through.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me on. I was just telling him earlier, like, this is probably one of, like, my favorite collaborations. It's fun. I love it. Thank you so much, too.
Yeah. We'll have to start scheduling the next one.
Yes.
All right. Well, that'll do it for us over here at Mass Music Radio. I am your co-host Shlomo, and this is Alex Saar, the Mass Music Medium. And stay tuned for more content, more episodes, and more to come, more life.
Yes.
God bless, and have a wonderful rest of your day.
Yes. Bye, guys.